Everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. Let's get it started. My man Howie Bell is in the building. Howie, how you doing, sir?
What up? What up, Frank? What's happening?
Yeah, not much, man. Let me also get Maurice Smith in the building. Mom, how you doing, sir? How's
I'm
everything?
doing good. What's going on, fellas?
What up,
And
though?
my man Jason Hayes, filmmaker Jason Hayes in the building too. How you doing, Jay?
Buenas tardes, amigos.
What up, though?
Before we jump into the story, everything else, Howie and Jason got together over the weekend. I forgot to talk about that. You know, I love it when we can actually get together. Can you all want to talk about that meetup real fast? Jay,
Go
Howie.
ahead, how?
Man, hey, listen, bro. Anytime you hop on the train to meet up somebody in New York, brother, it's special. You know what I'm saying?
How was it meeting? Did you guys think one person was taller than the other, or shorter than the other, any of that?
That's funny. I didn't even think about none of that kind of stuff.
Good.
We just sat there and ate good. You know what I'm saying? Ate some real good food, actually. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Where
Yeah,
y'all eat
yeah.
at? Where y'all eat at?
What was the name of that spot, Jay?
It was this Thai restaurant. See, I could have told you if you ain't asked me how. Sweet Basil
Sweet
It's
Baby.
It's in Brooklyn.
on Franklin Avenue.
Yep.
Franklin.
It's a real good
Avenue?
Thai restaurant, bro. Yeah, I mean, like, yo, I'm telling you, Mo, I told Howard, you can recognize Franklin Avenue, bro.
Wait. Franklin Avenue got a
Franklin
Thai restaurant?
Avenue. It's
And it was
restaurants all up and down it, bro. High-end joints.
it was
What?
absolutely delicious. I had some soup and some other stuff, and yeah, brother, it was on fire. Then I went and he took me to a spot, and I got the some patties, some beef patties, and some chicken patties, and a
On
chopped
Nostrand.
cheese, and all that, and took it back to Detroit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
And I made sure man got to the airport, bro. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Oh,
All
I
that
like that.
great hospitality. You
I
know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, baby. Box seats, brothers.
Yeah, right. I like that. All right, so
Yeah.
NFL training camp has started, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But Howie, I'm gonna put you up first before we even dive into NFL training camp. There's a couple of other side stories that I didn't see too many places, so I wanted to talk about it here first because that's what we do. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this. A 12-year-old little league player was suspended from New Jersey State Championship game for bat flipping. He was playing in the state final and he flipped the bat in the game that his team won to qualify for the championship. His name is Marco Rocco of Haddonfield. The Little League, literally in celebration of July 16th and a sixth inning homer, and he ended up getting ejected and received a one-game ban, which carries to the state final. You know what I mean? His family is now reportedly requesting an emergency temporary restraining order in Gloucester County Chancey Division on his behalf to try and reverse the suspension. I'm not going to lead into anything and say anything of what I'm thinking first. I'm going to let you see what you guys say first before I give my thoughts. You up first. A 12.
You know what? That's great. Wait, so he flipped the bat?
You know when you hit a home run, and the guys, they hit a home run.
Right, and then they flip the bat and they go, right?
Yeah. He
like
flipped the bat.
like I used to do.
Yeah. He flipped the bat in sixth inning, and now he's suspended for the game for the state finale.
What, another game? I mean, you talk about the punishment don't fit the crime. Jesus Christ! I mean, where is he from?
South Jersey.
South Jersey, yeah.
What's his last name? You said
Rocco.
Rocco. Okay.
I will say this. I'm trying my best not to lead you all. He's of Mexican descent.
I was just I was going there. So yeah, I was going there. So did ICE call the ban in on this?
They got him on deck.
They got me like, I mean, what's going on here? I mean, that just don't even sound. Nothing you said sounded right.
Yeah,
and especially the end part. And he got suspended for another game. What? Are these in the rules
for the championship game, Howie? They made it a championship. He got suspended for the championship game. Let's make sure you understand that.
Yeah, they don't like him. They got him on the books.
Yeah.
They don't like him. That's my first thought. I mean, I don't know who doesn't like him, his family or somebody like that, but this sounds personal. This doesn't sound like anything. You know what I'm saying? This kid, this is a little kid, man, flipping the bat that somebody always does after a home run.
Yeah, he sees the pros do it. He did, he what the pros do.
Absolutely. Is that in the rule book?
It's in the rule book that you can't be basically showing off. Well, not necessarily that you can't show off. That's not in the rule book. But it's like when you're showing up the other team. A lot of teams don't like that when you're showing them up. But everybody does the bat flip. How everybody does it in the pros, and the college, and little everybody does it. It's not something that he did. It's not like he carried the bat around like on Major League. You know how in Major League
Right.
he carried the bat around. That was a clear show of disrespect. It's not like he did that at all. He bat flipped. You know, he just did a normal bat flip after he hit a homer. I don't know, man. I'm trying my best not to lead you. Mo, what's your take?
Well, my first question is, and is White Chocolate on the show? Is he in the studio?
He's not in the studio. I'm trying to get him. He's coming.
Okay, if you don't remind me or remind him to look up this kid's batting average. I want to know what this kid was hitting.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if he had a real good batting average. Know what I'm saying? That's number one. That's number two. One of the dumbest unwritten rules the Major League ever had was the non-bat flip. For centuries, it was a curse if you bat flip. I remember across seas in the Asians and in the other countries, they do it regardless. Boom, bat flip. It hasn't been until recently. I'll say it's not even been 10 years that they started allowing it in the major leagues. They didn't do it for a long, like forever. You could not. It was one of the dumbest unwritten rules they ever had. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for that kid to be done like that, he had to be hitting over at least 300 or plus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about his nationality. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying the kid is probably a great athlete. They found one little thing to try to get him out, and they got him out. On top of that, he is Mexican. That's an extra. That's a cherry on top.
Go ahead, Jay. Your take.
Dude, it's amazing, man, how all the places that I've lived keep popping up, right? So my dad used to live in South Jersey, you know, before he passed away, which is like Gloucester County. He lived in Gloucester County, not Haddonfield. We lived in Williamstown. So I spent all my summers there as a teenager, you know, growing up. And let me tell you something, bro. There is no difference in Gloucester County than Alabama or the deepest recesses of Louisiana in terms of the attitudes out there. So don't let above the Mason-Dixon line fool you about who lives there, right? Now, I can't say for sure that Mr. Rocco got suspended because he was Mexican. But I can say with absolute certainty that if Barron Trump did the same thing, baby, he'd have had swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the swag. Look at the confidence in that kid. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't want to say exactly because I don't know exactly. But gun to my head, bro, you know what it is.
Yeah, you know, my father-in-law, God rest his soul, before he passed away, he used to always say one thing. He said, if you see a shark, you call it a shark. You don't call it a dolphin. You don't try to, you know, see it, dig around and everything else. If it's a shark, it's a shark. If it's a dolphin, it's a dolphin. You don't call one without the other. You know what I mean? So I got to give him that because that's what I think it is. And I'll leave you with this. He bat flipped. He's Mexican. I don't know his batting average, but for people to be all up in arms on the same team, he must be batting pretty good. You know what I mean? Like the people are really upset that are on his team and they're taking it to court. So that automatically tells you it ain't just one little rinky dink thing. So,
But Frank, one thing real quick. You don't mean to bat flip? Strike me out.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you can't strike me out, then goddamn it, sit your ass down and shut up.
There you go.
And watch me trot.
In other news, you know, we talked about the WNBA yesterday. We talked about it, and we got a little bit, feathers were ruffled a little bit. Check this out. Washington Commanders linebacker Bobby Wagner is probably best known for his days in Seattle Seahawks. He's purchased an ownership stake in the Seattle Storm. He buys a stake. He's the first active NFL player to invest in the WNBA team. The Storm didn't announce the percentage of Wagner's stake. They did announce the news of Wagner's purchase weeks after reports that the Storm had sold 1.5% of the franchise's equity to 3 different investors at a valuation of $325 million. It's not clear what he got, but it definitely is clear that that was a solid investment. And now, I'm only bringing it up because he's the first active NFL player to do it. We all know that the WNBA right now is having issues about going on strike, but you have an active NFL player who's one of 3 investors who's investing in it at a valuation of $325 million. Which the reason why I also bring it up is because remember how I was saying yesterday, Howie, that the valuation of ownership valuation invested in it because they possibly could see a potential of it being valuated at $1 billion.
Right.
It's at $250 million right now. So I see it coming to that. You know, I think that's where we at. What's your take on this, Howie? Would you see an active NFL player investing in a WNBA team on the eve of a WNBA strike?
Hey, it just kind of goes to my point that I was trying to make as well, that, hey, man, this train is moving and it's not stopping. And people see it, man. They see what's going on, brother. If he's doing this, trust me, it's other people that's getting ready to. That's just how it goes, man. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing wrong with it. I hope he flourishes out of this investment deal and gets the most out of it, man. And kudos to him for, you know, seeing something that a lot of people aren't seeing right now, which is this league or this association is going to go for a long way.
Mo, your take.
Yeah, like we were saying yesterday, like, listen, the game may not be what people want it to be now, but it's not like it won't be there later on down the line. Like I said, we might not even be alive to see it, but what's going on now is that it's evolving. Right. It's evolving. You know what I'm saying? And it's always, like me and Howard say, it's always been women basketball. You know, it's just more, it's getting more popular. I mean, it's still not turning a profit. No, it's not. But it ain't like it's new either. It ain't like it just start up brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never been done before. This has been going on forever. You know? I'm just wondering how long before they start turning the profit in this flag football, because it's starting to look kind of exciting to me.
Jay, what's your take?
Hey, I mean, my first thought is this just shows how different NFL money is versus NBA and baseball, MLB money, because they don't make enough money in order to be buying buy-ins with professional men's teams. So you got to get in where it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? He can't go in on 10 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, bro? But no, I mean, it makes sense, man, you know, because he played the bulk of his career for the Seahawks. And I'm sure he still lives in the city. I'm sure his family's in the city. And it's a startup. I mean, you know, it's kind of like one of those newer expansion teams. And they probably need revenue. I mean, you know, they need investment. And he probably stepped up to the plate, man, you know, to make sure that they can keep the operation going until other money start coming in. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, you know, it's a great chance to get on the ground floor of something that could be bigger and something more.
So I don't think I don't think you get too many opportunities of being able to be on the ground floor knowing that there's a great potential of something that's going to be $1 billion. You know what I mean? I think people be coming in and say, oh, this is a great potential of having a valuation of $1 billion, you know, and I think it's going to attract more investors. With that being said, let's move on, man. NFL training camp is underway. Howie Bell. There's a lot of stuff I want to see if I could hit and cover, man. First things first, Tua. I can never pronounce his last name, so I'm not even going to try.
Tagovailoa.
Thank you. He said that the Miami Dolphins teammates and wide receiver Tyreek Hill are rebuilding their relationships together because, if you guys remember, at the end of the year, Tyreek Hill basically said, I'm out at the end of last season. And then he started walking back his comments. You know what I mean? So people are feeling now coming out of Miami that there are some players and stuff walking on eggshells around Tua, around Tyreek Hill, around other players. They're thinking that players might not even be comfortable, you know, in the Miami Dolphins, you know, training camp. I think this is all the written stuff of a really bad season ahead of you, bro. I don't like it at all.
Yes,
what's your take on this, Howie Bell? How are you looking at this, man? Because I don't know how you walk back. I'm out. I don't know how you walk. I don't know how you walk that back. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, you know, they down there in Miami, man. What'd you say to Jay? They down there with them strip clubs, baby.
They down there with the Rolex, baby.
Yeah, they down there on South Beach.
Dancers.
Yeah, all that. They all that. Drop that booty doo-doo brown. They doing all that. They doing all
and Tyreek got 19 kids down there, too.
Yeah, Tyreek.
He partakes.
Tyreek getting pulled over and getting dumped on the ground by the police and all kind of stuff, man. Trying to race internet dudes. I mean, this dude is crazy, man. All
much
the
going
crazy.
on.
Bro. The coach is a nerd. Look like he should be working in Silicon Valley. I mean, just nothing. I really hate him. We'll get to him. We got a subject about people positions you don't like. That's why I just give it let out the bag. That coach, man, something about him. I don't believe in him at all, and I know they don't believe in him. You know what I'm saying? He look like he don't belong in football. So
he he might be in the Epstein files, bro, for real.
Yeah, he just don't look. he very well might be on the 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to them having a disastrous season. You know what I'm saying? And hey, who cares?
Okay. Mo, give me your take.
I mean, it's the whole camp of fallouts.
Right.
You know, Tua, he always falling out, going to concussion, falling out on the field. Bam, he done. You know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill falling out with the team. You know what I'm saying? The coach falling out position. It's a whole team of fallouts. They're going to fall out of position eventually. They're going to be done. You know, I ain't been impressed either with him anyway.
But Mo, how do you walk back? I'm out. Like, how you walk that back?
You can walk that back, man. You know, he was pissed. He was mad. You can still, I mean, listen, if you was boys before that, you're boys afterwards. All right? For real.
Yeah, but
I mean,
he
wasn't blaming, but he didn't blame players. He was talking about the organization. Is the organization really willing to do that? He didn't name players. It ain't like he said the team is losing while I'm trying to win or something stupid like that. He was really getting mad at the organization.
Right.
He was mad, and he's not the first one to be mad at the organization and say I'm out. He just was the dummy to do it in front of the camera.
Okay, I'll give that to you. Jay, what's your take? I know you know you in the Florida area, you know, you're a Florida fan, you was there and everything. I know you got something to say. Tell me something, man. How you walk this back, man? You know what I mean? How you do that?
Listen, if Tyreek anything like me, bro, I ain't walking nothing back. I meant what I said, bro. I'm 10 toes down on this. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I'll say now, first off, if the dude need a walk back, when I said some real stuff, after I done watched this man lay on the field with Flavor Flav hands, like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Bro, no. I mean, I'm gonna look at him sideways. Like, come on, bro. I mean, you can't knock me for saying I ain't got no faith in this organization with the moves that they making.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like how you taking that personal?
Right. I agree with everything you're saying, bro. Like, which leads me into my next thing, bro. This part I thought was kind of shocking. Russell Wilson was supposed to be battling Jameis Winston at the Giants camp. The Giants came out and said, listen, Russell Wilson is our QB number one. Like, don't get it twisted. He's going to start. That's what we're going to go with. Everything else, the news, people have been talking about that all these sports shows and everything else today. I ain't going to lie, Howie. I thought Russell Wilson's with the tail end. I thought it was going to be a much closer battle. Seemed like it's not. What's your take on Russell Wilson being appointed QB1 right now at the Giants?
You know what, man? I'm proud of him, man. I like Russell Wilson. I don't know if this is going to make a difference in the team, what they do. I don't know how good of a record he's going to have. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's going to revitalize himself, in New York. But I like Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? So, kudos to him, man. Good job. Let's see. Maybe the Giants can win like 6 games.
Maybe. Let me ask a Giants fan here. What you think, Mo? Like, are you happy with the appointment of Jameis Winston being pushed to the second and Russell Wilson 1, or where you at?
I got $35 when the Giants play the Lions because they play each other this year.
They do. Yeah.
I got $35 for anybody on this panel.
That's what? $35
like,
what? You gotta be specific. $35 what? $35.
35. Y'all know what I'm talking about. 35. Who got 35? Who want to match? Because the Giants is coming to kick ass. I'm telling you now. Like you didn't know Russell Wilson was going to be the starter. You know what I'm saying? Someone made a real good point. Gable is probably tired of hearing how's Jackson. Is Jackson progressing? What's going on? Who's going to start? But listen, just to end all of this, Russell's the starter right now. That's it. He said everybody's competing, but as of right now, Russell the day one starter. Don't ask me no more. That can be a tiring thing, man. Every day, all day. Who's there? I remember. All right, Russell starter. Any more football questions?
I like that answer, Bo. I like that answer. Jay, give me your answer, Jay.
Wait a minute. So which team is this?
The Giants.
And they name who the starter?
Russell Wilson.
So we already making Jameis Winston's a better quarterback. They ain't made a right decision, in about 8 years. Right?
Jameis Winston is not.
We already listen. Jackson Dart might be better at this point, bro, because any decision that they make is the wrong decision.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Their decision making is so bad that if you had a big decision to make, you would ask them, what should you do just so you can do the opposite? You know what I'm saying?
So you
That's
trying
how
to tell
bad it
me,
is with them.
Jay, you hold up a dress and you say, "What in the other dress? What should I wear?" And they say this one. You throw that one away.
You throw it away. Exactly.
Wait.
Tell me right there, Russell ain't doing nothing, bro.
Y'all wearing dresses? When did this happen?
Uh-oh.
We was going to see 3 soldiers and a gentleman.
I knew he was gonna ready to walk into that one. I was like, you walking into the wrong one, bro.
No. At least I ain't got no dress on. I ain't wearing
Of course you're not wearing dresses.
You going to see that with a dress on?
We talk about the dresses that the Giants was gonna wear.
No, don't even try that. Don't even try that one. You want to know which one to wear? That's what you say. All right, move on with the show.
Understand this, bro. They let an NFL MVP person walk who wanted to stay on a discount.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. They had a chance to draft Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
And his 9-year-old son said, I take Jaden Daniels. Well, no, sir, son. We're going to take Malik Neighbors. We're going to take the guy who needs a quarterback to throw to him while we don't have one. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. They paid Daniel Jones. Trust me, man. If Russell's starting, Jameis is the best quarterback in the building.
You know what, Jay? I'm going to just piggyback off one thing you said. The 9-year-old is the better GM than the GM.
Then it's Pops.
Yeah. He told them, if I were you all, I would sign Saquon Barkley. They didn't do it. If I were y'all, I would basically draft Jaden Daniels. They didn't do that either. Those two things right there last season, tantamount to the Giants.
So you saying, so both of you guys are saying Malik Neighbors was a bad draft pick?
For them, yes.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Jaden McDaniels is better. That's what I'm saying. And you can't tell me he ain't better.
When you need a quarterback, bro, you take the quarterback.
Yes, and you need a quarterback.
There's more value in that.
You telling me the Giants don't need the quarterback, bro? Hold on, let me put you on the big screen so I can hear your answer. You gonna tell me the Giants don't need a QB?
I think the Giants needed both. Giants needed both.
That's not what I asked you.
They needed both. They needed both. Yeah, we need a quarterback.
Okay,
yeah, we need a quarterback.
But I'm happy with Jackson Dart.
But I'm happy with Malik Neighbors. I'm real happy with Malik Neighbors.
Okay.
No, he's a good player.
Yeah, okay.
He's a great player.
But he ain't gonna save your franchise though.
Okay, we'll see.
Jaden Daniels is a great player. Malik Neighbors
understand this. Jaden Daniels would not have done in New York what he's doing in Washington. The same thing with Saquon Barkley. I wanted him to stay. I wanted them to give him the money that he wanted. I knew it was a discount, but he still wouldn't have done what he done because our offensive line was the crappiest thing. I can run through the offensive line that they got down there and sack. It was crappy. So Jaden Daniels does not become Jaden Daniels of the Commanders. He becomes a bad draft pick again for the New York Giants.
Well, I was
You
trying
low
to
key
stop
co-sign my
Mo.
position, Mo.
I was trying to stop you, Mo, because I wanted you to know this. Statistically, for the fact, the Washington Commanders' offensive line was better. I mean, was worse than the New York Giants' offensive line. The Giants had a better offensive line. Jay Daniels would have did better with that offensive line. What gotten Commanders where they are was their defense and their wide receivers and their cornerbacks is how they got as far as they got.
And he's
Everybody
mobile.
huh?
And he's mobile. He's a mobile
Yeah,
quarterback. He can move around a lot.
And he's mobile. So if the Giants had got them with a
Listen.
better offensive line, they would have
Listen,
did
I'm
better.
going to say this. I'm going to just say this, right? And this is really going to end the conversation.
Okay.
The Giants will never draft a black starting quarterback.
Okay, let's move on because
Let's say that, bro.
Just say that. Yeah.
Let's say that because they're yet to do it.
I'm not saying no. I'm happy with Malik Neighbors, but on the end of it, that's the truth.
They're
They will
terrible.
not do it.
Yeah.
Never had a black
That's
head
sad,
coach
too.
either. Never had a
That's
black
sad.
head coach either.
Yeah. That's true though. It's true though. It's true.
I
sad.
give Woody Johnson credit for doing both.
Yeah.
I mean, they suck, but he said, "Hey, man, I'll hire anybody."
All right. So here's the next thing. Since we're talking about QBs, I don't know if you guys heard about this. Speaking of Daniel Jones, he got the first reps at QB on Wednesday, which was basically today, on 11-11 drills at Colts training camp. And people are sitting there saying, y'all got Anthony Richardson. So now they're splitting reps out there with first and second team offenses. But Daniel Jones got more total reps with the team. And I was like, wow, that says a lot. Are the Colts getting ready to trade Anthony Richardson? Like, what is going on in Indianapolis? And is Daniel Jones really that good? Because he never really had, we like we just discussed, the Giants never really had an offensive line with him the entire time he was there. You know what I mean? Is he a better QB than we think? I mean, talk to me what's going on up there in Indianapolis now that Daniel Jones is taking the first team offensive line reps.
It's training camp, man. It's training camp. That's all. I wouldn't look too much into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that serious. I think they're just trying to compete. You know what I'm saying? They putting him here. All right, let me see what you can do. All right, you give this many reps. You give this guy this many. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's a real controversy there going on. Maybe within the organization, they got to play that. You want to do that. You put your quarterbacks or anybody fighting for a position, for that matter, in a position to fight to see what they can do in adversity and how they deal with competition and things like that. That's all that is. To me, that's what that is. I wouldn't look too much into that.
Mo, how you looking at it, Mo? Because Mo, this is your former QB. Like from
I didn't know. I didn't even know that happened. I didn't see that news today. And I'm not. I mean, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. I'll listen to some more on LOL radio. It wasn't some more, but it was a comic who did a joke, and they said like certain things happen where you say "Wow," but you're not surprised. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them things. Like I like Daniel Jones. I defended him while he was in New York, and you're right. He did have an offensive line. The one year we were halfway decent. He was somewhat decent too. He's very mobile. He got a great arm. You know what I'm saying? His accuracy is what needs to be, worked with. But I mean, if that's all you got to work that you need to work on, that's not bad. He ain't the only great arm that come in that can't throw an accurate pass in the NFL level. They can work on that. So, I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
Okay, Jay, are you looking at it like Daniel Jones could have an explosive year with the Colts because they have an offensive line? That's how their running backs do very well the last 2 or 3 years. They got an offensive line, and now he's getting ready to sit back and throw behind a good offensive line. How are you looking at this, Jay?
Man, the only way Daniel Jones could have an explosive year is if he goes and buys a box of dynamite. You hear me? Bro, that dude sucks. Son, you know what I'm saying? I live in this city. I had to suffer through Giants games watching this bum go out there every Sunday. He can't hit the ocean from a boat. So ain't no way he's going to go to Indianapolis, a team that's not really great. I mean, but they're not, as bad as the Giants, and do anything down there. But let me get to the main point. Anthony Richardson, far be it from me, as a professional Florida Gator hater, to feel bad about a Gator failing at the next level. You know what I'm saying? He done got paid, you know what I'm saying? He done made enough money, you know, to change his life moving forward. I don't care if he never starts again because that's how much I hate Hogtown. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how you let your hate go. All right, let me just get into one more story. Then we got to start up with these top five. I don't know if you guys heard this story either, man, but Kevin Stefanski has a plan in pencil for the Browns QB decision. Everybody's sitting on their pens and needles talking about Kevin Stefanski, man, make a decision so we can see. He's had everybody as a QB playing right now. People can't even decide whether it's going to be Shedeur or not. It looked like, you know, from what I've been reading and what I've been watching bits and pieces of as I've been tuning in, it looked like it might be Shedeur. What you think is going to be at Cleveland training camp? How are you looking at this?
Oh man, now there you have a quarterback controversy going on there. They got issues there in Cleveland. Not only that, they got bad luck, period, though. You know what I'm saying? I just saw where they are unveiling the new helmet, like they built this raft and they put it on the lake, and they were doing this new big unveiling of the new helmet, and one of the camera guys fell in the lake.
Wow.
Yeah, during the unveiling. That like happened like today, I believe. So that like they got some bad luck going on, bro. Yeah, I don't know if that's a telltale sign of what's going on with the quarterback situation.
It is. It absolutely is.
Wow.
But dude, actually, like literally they were taking the cloth off the helmet, unveiling it, and he fell in the lake. And they had to like scramble to get him out and all this stuff and everything. Wow. So, but anyway, they might as well go ahead and put Shedeur in that spot. They playing games. Go ahead and do it, man. They got about another week, I think, maybe to make a decision. You know, maybe two, I think, before first game of the preseason, like a couple weeks. So, yeah. So, you know, they got time. They're going to do that whole controversy stuff, you know what I'm saying, and keep it going. But they got to make a decision, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got to make a decision. So, hey, Cleveland. Hey, guys. Do your thing, man. Come on.
I'm to tell you with that. So Shedeur Sanders right now, Mo, what's your thought process? Like Deshaun Watson, I think he's back. I mean, this, you know, they're going back and forth with a lot of stuff over there. No, Deshaun Watson should still be injured. They're going back and forth. Yeah, he's out. What's your take on this, man, Mo? Shedeur, not Shedeur? What you think?
You know what, man? Listen, I think it'd be easier to pick the lotto numbers than to find out who's going to be the starting quarterback down there in Cleveland. I don't know what to say. Shedeur, Flacco. I don't know. Bring back Joe Montana. I don't know what they're going to do down here. For real, man. It's a wild. You know, for somewhere it's not the West. It's the Midwest. It's still the wild West down in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. They just be shooting from the hip with no problem at all.
Yeah, they do. Joe, Jay, should the safe bet be just announce Joe Flacco starter, and then when he messes up, then put the rookie in?
Yeah, I think that is best, man, you know, to start that vet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, Shedeur, I'm certain is the best quarterback in the building. Like, he's way better than that 5th round place that he went. But he's still a rookie. And the rookies, you know, like the best pro players didn't really play as rookies. You remember like Mahomes sat for a whole year, Lamar Jackson sat for a whole lot of games.
Brady,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, like the best players don't play right away, man. You know, so I think it's good to like start either Flacco or Kenny Pickett, but one of them got to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see them carrying 4 quarterbacks. Right. You know, on that roster. So either Flacco is going to be the starter or Kenny Pickett's going to be the starter. And then Shedeur probably takes over about week 5 or 6 or something like that.
I agree with that. Howie, let's now jump into the top 5, man. So let me I hope you got your top 5 ready. Let's get ready to get this question out the way because I've had it sitting there for a couple of days. The top 5 reasons Lamar Jackson fans have ready if Baltimore doesn't make the playoffs. And we all know, let me just say this to you, Howie, before you jump into your thing. I personally think Harbaugh is on the hot seat if they don't make it to the Super Bowl. That's what I think, you know, and I think if he's not, he should be. You know what I mean? They've had a Super Bowl caliber winning team for the last 5 seasons. Anyway, Howie, and they haven't even made the AFC Championship game until, what was it, last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
The floor is yours, Howie.
Well, you know, out the gate, that's going to be the first one. It's the coach. It's the coach. That'll be out the gate, man. Harbaugh, man. Oh my God. We haven't. They're gonna say everything you just said. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been to playoffs in a couple years, and I mean, we're to the AFC Championship in a couple seasons, and we're just not advancing. We got this great quarterback, and you're not doing nothing with him. That's going to be another one. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the with getting players in here? What's going on with getting people to block better? And why is Lamar running all over the place? They're going to use every excuse in the world. That's leads into that one. He's running too much. You know what I'm saying? He should be in the pocket more. They'll use anything, no matter how good he is. It's going to be an excuse. You know what I'm saying? The referees. You already know that's always one of them. You know what I'm saying? The referees didn't like it. And he had to play, against Josh Allen again. And he had to play against Mahomes again. And you know what I'm saying? Everything they're going to use the AFC is so hard. I mean, how many excuses got to come up with? You know what I'm saying? That the Baltimore Ravens fans are going to use, especially if they don't make the playoffs. Oh, my God. That's going to be incredible. Donald Trump did it. ICE did this.
Yeah.
All that kind of any excuse, you know what I'm saying? So if they don't make the playoffs, get ready.
Yeah, I think
might get you an executive order.
The question is, if they don't make the playoffs, I think they will make the playoffs. I really should have had the question be if they don't make the Super Bowl. I think that's what I should have did.
Well, that's what I have. The Super Bowl.
Yeah. It should be like the question really should be the Super Bowl.
Well, all that still would still apply, even if they don't make the Super Bowl. To be honest,
that's
what I'm saying, because that's where they should be.
Yeah.
Where they should have been, what I'm saying, at least, and I just think that the AFC is tough, but they're tough as well. What's going on with the coaching? What's happening, Harbaugh? What's happening?
I will agree with you on that one. Lamar Jackson has been the MVP twice. You could have an argument that he could have been the MVP 4 times. You
could have been last year.
Yeah, especially last year. You can literally have an argument saying he should have 4 MVPs.
Yeah.
Only reason why he doesn't have 4 MVPs is because the voters get bored and they want somebody different. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, with that being said, if they don't make the Super Bowl, forget about don't make the playoffs, what would be the 5 reasons that fans will have if they don't make the Super Bowl?
Well, Howard got a bunch of mine because my number 5 is like they're gonna be like, we in the hardest division. We in the hardest one. Ours is the hardest. Ain't nobody got a hard division like ours.
Yeah.
That's their first excuse. Then the second excuse, they're going to be like, we need to trade Lamar and get what we can for him and rebuild. That's what they're going to be saying. We need to trade Lamar because a lot of them still don't want Lamar down there. They don't think he's a real quarterback.
You really think so? Okay.
Yeah. It's number 3. He'll never win. He will never win.
Mm-hmm.
Great player, but he just will never win. They're going to say this one. They're going to say this is one excuses they're going to have in the bar. The NFL is mad that Lamar got his own contract and paid his mama, so they're not going to allow him to win at all. He's done. They gave him the bank. He ain't going to get the ring either. He can't get the ring and the bank. They mad because he got his mama off. It's a conspiracy.
Black Baltimore gonna say that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And my number 1, straight from the wire, is Baltimore, gentlemen. The guards can't save you.
I like that. Hold on. For those of you sitting out there, y'all need to recognize the slapping of the book, the close of the book. I like the way Bo does that.
Baltimore, gentlemen. The guards can't save you.
Okay, so I changed it to doesn't make the Super Bowl. Jay, give me your top 5 reasons Lamar Jackson fans have ready if Baltimore doesn't make the Super Bowl. And like I said, this man could literally have 4 MVPs on his shelf. He got 2.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So number 5, me and Mo vibing on this. Number 5 for me, they gonna blame Avon Barksdale. They gonna blame Avon for fixing games. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Number 4, they gonna say Harbaugh is a suck ass coach who can't win the big game. That's already teed up.
Yep.
Number 3, they gonna say Lamar's receiving core are not elite enough. They can't help him out enough to win games. If you think about it, the last 2 playoff games they lost, it was due to receiver error. 2 years ago against Kansas City jumped on them. They came back, with a chance to like kind of win the game. Zay Flowers fumbles the ball going into the end zone.
Yeah,
It's a
I
touchback to
remember that.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Zay
Right?
Flowers.
It would have been 17-14
Yeah.
with a lot of time left, and then Kansas City ran the clock down. Last year, Mark Andrews drops a 2-point conversion late in his lap,
Yeah.
and they lost that game. So they got the receivers already lined up. Number two, and it definitely going with this. The defense is overrated, and let the team down because we couldn't stop nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Lamar did his job, defense didn't, right? And the number one reason, they gonna blame the special teams for letting Justin butt naked in the massage parlors Tucker go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they gonna lose some close games because of missed field goals. He's the most accurate dude to ever do it. But he can't keep his clothes on the massage parlor. What you want him to do?
Yeah. I like your 5, bro. I like your 5. Your number 2, I would have had number 1, but I understand. I get it. I get it. All right, now here's another question that I thought was really interesting, and it came to me. I was like, let me ask this question and see what guys are going to say. The top 5 teams. Okay, with me for Howie here. The top 5 teams in the NFL that should trade their stars right now before the season starts, during preseason, before everything gets kicked out, while people are learning the playbook and everything else. There are at least 5 teams that have stars that should trade them. And these teams could get a whole lot better if they trade their so-called stars. Or,
Yeah.
give me your top 5 teams.
You know what, man? That's it's so many. But you know what? I'd start with my number 5. I'd say, surprisingly, Trey Hendrickson. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bengals, man. I don't know what they're doing over there, brother, and they're gonna waste that man's time. You know what I'm saying? I just really feel like they not doing him a service over there, bro. They're not building on that defense the way they're supposed to be doing. Hey, man, get rid of him, man. That's me. You know what I'm saying? What about the Buffalo Bills, Curtis Samuel? You know what I'm saying? He ain't really doing what he's supposed to be doing either. You know what I'm saying? He only had 253 receiving yards and 1 touchdown, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got a $9 million cap. I wrote this down. And, that could, the Bills get rid of him. That open up some more bread, some space for them too. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Why is he there? Hey, Deshaun Watson. Just got through talking about him, didn't
you? Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of him. What is he there for? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got this quarterback controversy going down. All this stuff, man. Let that man go. Let that man go live his life, man. Go somewhere where he can, probably make a difference or do something different. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe excel somewhere else. Let that man get out of there. And let me see. I only have 4. The last one I got my man from the Panthers, Brian Burns. Brian Burns, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
now.
Huh?
He with the Giants.
He left?
Yeah, last season.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So he is out of there. So that's it for me. You know what I'm saying?
I see you did your homework on that one, Howie. I like it.
They should trade him too.
Yeah.
They wasting that man.
Yep. Say that again, Ken Frank.
That's it. I'm glad I see you did your homework, man. I like to see that.
Yes, sir.
I like to see that. Mo, give me your top 5 teams in the NFL that should trade their stars right now before the season starts, when we're in preseason camp and everybody can get some great value.
Kansas City should trade Travis Kelce.
Woo!
Right now.
Oh, that's spicy.
That's a good one.
Right now.
That's a good one.
Kansas City trades Travis Kelce. I don't know what they would get because I'm not really trade savvy, but they'll get a vote right now.
Yeah, keep going, Mo.
49ers should trade Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh, that's gonna ruffle some feathers. Keep going.
He should, though.
The Cleveland Browns on GP, good principles, should trade Myles Garrett to a contender.
Yeah.
They already screwed up. They should just do that. I'm putting that in there because they should just release that man and let that man go somewhere where he can win.
To Detroit.
Wherever he can be, the Lions, wherever. Like I say, Baltimore. You know me, I say either the Lions or Baltimore. I think I said that one show that we had, and Dallas, should trade Jerry Jones or Michael Parsons, which either one goes right now. The team gets 100% better.
I like that. Okay, Jay, give me your
And-
top
wait,
five.
I got my last
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Your dramatic
All bad
pause.
weather teams, all bad weather teams should trade for a goddamn dome and stop all this football in the snow. I don't understand this. I don't understand the stupidness of it. I just don't.
Okay. Sorry. Bo, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Jay, give me your top 5 teams in the NFL that should trade their stars before the season starts.
Okay, number 5, Arizona. Get off Kyler Murray right now, bro. You know why?
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it. He ain't gonna really do nothing with it. Number 4, the Commanders should trade Terry McLaurin
Mm-hmm.
because his production has been through the roof, and you playing with his money, so clearly you don't value him in the same kind of way that he values himself. Just trade him, get something for him. You know, get some picks or whatever, you know, so they can come in, you know, like on low dough or whatever. But somebody else is willing to pay that dude. Trust me on this. The Dolphins should trade Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
He asked for the trade. They're trying to smooth it out. If he don't believe in what they doing and they start doing some losing, he gonna be a problem in the locker room, man. So just go ahead and, you know, get that man his liberation right now.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, the Chargers should trade Khalil Mack. He's still a potent pass rusher. He could be something really, really good for a real championship team because I don't believe in a quarterback, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think he got what it takes, man, you know, to win Super Bowls for them. So let that man go play for somebody else, know that's really about that life. You know what I'm saying? Because he about that life. But Herbert is not.
Right.
And number 1, anybody that the Saints got a value, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take
Wow.
your pick, bro. I would trade the Superdome at this point, man, if I'm the Saints.
Wow.
Because they going nowhere fast, bro.
Yeah. 2 years ago, they were literally a Super Bowl contending team. Now, I'm like, wow, they went in the wrong direction really quick. Great picks, gentlemen. Let's keep the train moving. Howie Bell, you're up. Who is your favorite quarterback, your favorite wide receiver, your favorite tight end, your favorite defensive end, and your favorite coach in the NFL? And
Well,
why?
I gotta say this, gentlemen. If you look behind me, I got the Detroit Pistons and the Detroit Lions emmons up there.
Mhm.
I'm going heavy Detroit Lions. You already know this.
No way.
No.
I don't know if I'm surprising anybody with this, but I got legitimate reasons why. But I'm gonna surprise y'all, and I'm gonna get this out the way. My favorite quarterback is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I mean, he has been for years.
Mhm.
I really want to see him win a Super Bowl, man.
Mhm.
You know, he's one of the greatest actually to play that position that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And I thought Michael Vick was incredible, and he was. I think Lamar Jackson is either matched or if not, you know, exceeded what he's done. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't got this. I think Michael Vick got to the Super Bowl though. I think. No, I'm not mistaken.
No.
He never got to. He just
No.
got to the
No.
to the
No.
championship game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm mistaken on that. But Lamar Jackson for sure, man. I think that's my favorite quarterback. My personal favorites. All right. My personal favorite wide receiver. It was tough choices. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go with Jameson Williams, baby. My man, we call him J-Mo in Detroit.
Mhm.
Alabama.
It was only tough because you couldn't choose between him and Amon St.
Amon St. Brown. Amon Brown. It was a tough choice between Amon St. Brown and Jameson Williams. I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I had to go with J-Mo. Sweet as hell. Never really had to. He started to have a breakout season last year. He actually did really good. I think he's going to be so special this season. It's going to be phenomenal. He is fast as greased lightning. His hands are great. It can catch the bomb. He's one of the best. You know what I'm saying? And runs after the catch, all that. One of my favorites. I'm going with my tight end, Sam Laporta. You know what I'm saying? One of the most underrated tight ends in the NFL, definitely in the NFC. But I'm telling you, man, this guy's got hands. He's catching his runs after the catch. Watch it. If you ever watch a Lions game, remember our tight end, Sam Laporta. He is incredible. Our defensive end, you already know I got to go with Adrian Hutchinson. You already know that. Aiden Hutchinson. That's the best defensive end in the NFL. He got hurt last year. He only played 5 games last year. Still had 7.5 sacks in 5 games before he got hurt. This dude was incredible, bro. But in the year before that, I think he had like 11 or something. So he was on his way. He's coming off this injury, coming back this year full steam. And actually, he was supposed, if the Lions would have made it to the Super Bowl, he would have came back and played in the Super Bowl. So he's already back to damn near 100% now, getting ready going into this preseason. And of course, my favorite coach in the world is Coach Campbell. Dan Campbell, baby. You know why? Not only because he got that grit and that grind, brother. He reminds you of a wrestler, but my coach can kick any coach's ass in the NFL, and I'll put money on it. Coach Campbell, baby. Let's go. Detroit Lions.
Why am I not surprised he didn't do heavy Detroit?
He went, what do you mean heavy Detroit? He went all Detroit.
Lamar was the only one. Mo, give me your favorite QB, wide receiver, tight end, defensive end, and coach in the NFL.
You know what? I kind of read that wrong. I just started writing down players that I like, and a lot of them don't even play no more. Sorry if I did. It was my cataracts wasn't working right.
With all the weed smoke,
But my favorite tight end of all tight ends at any time is Mark Bavaro, baby. I don't know why you ain't surprised. Mark Bavaro is my man. I take him number one over everybody.
You skipped over QB. Who's your favorite QB?
Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I'll put down Lamar Jackson. What's next? My favorite wide receiver?
Yep.
Plaxico Burress.
Okay.
I think if he would have shot himself, he was a monster when he was in Pittsburgh. It ain't like he just became a monster in New York. He was a beast in Pittsburgh. They was mad. They let him go. I remember that one of my good friends is a Steelers fan. As soon as the trade happened, he called me. I can't believe they got Plaxico Burress. Yep. Coach, Steve Spagnuolo.
Okay.
He created the defense not once, but twice that stopped.
But anyway, let's keep on.
Steve Spagnuolo. You remember that? You remember that, right, Frank? Not once, but twice, just to let people know it wasn't a fluke. We know what we do.
Right. It happened twice. It wasn't an accident.
And I'm sorry, I put Lawrence Taylor down number one. Like I say, I guess I did kind of go heavy Giants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did, except for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, you did. Now let me see if Jay does the same thing. Jay, who's your favorite quarterback, wide receiver?
Everybody from Florida.
Yeah.
Hey, coincidentally, Lamar Jackson is from Florida. So I'm going Lamar Jackson too. Man, listen, that boy is a human cheat code, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody should be able to do what that dude does against elite athletes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my QB. My wide receiver, I'm going crib too. I'm going Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who led all rookies last year with 1,200 receiving yards. That boy ready to go, man. And his quarterback was Mac Jones. He did 1,200 yards with Mac Jones throwing to him, baby. He legit.
Yeah.
Favorite tight end, Isaiah Likely for the Baltimore Ravens. To me, it's just a matter of time before Andrews gets moved out the picture. Like, that boy, I mean, he like 6'6". He runs like a wide receiver. His hands are crazy. I love how that kid plays. My defensive end, I'm going Florida State again. I'm gonna go Jared Verse, the reigning NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, who was picking up old linemen and throwing them into the quarterback last year. I love it. And favorite coach, Mike Tomlin. Because in 18 seasons, he's not had a losing season. Ain't nobody sent more MAGA people to blood pressure medication in life than Mike Tomlin. Because they can't say the DEI is bad. He did something no other NFL coach has ever done in the history of the league.
Yeah.
So you can't attack him on any level other than to be petty, and harp on things that don't mean nothing.
Gentlemen, that was a great question. You all ruined the question by putting your favorites, except Jay. He strayed a little bit, but y'all ruined it. But it's okay. I still love all y'all. So tomorrow I'll probably say the same question again without picking your favorite team. You know what I mean? I'll probably do it again. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But see, it wasn't my favorite team. These are my favorite players. They are.
Okay, maybe I should say your favorite players picking
In
players.
those positions. I mean,
You know what I'm trying to say. Let me bring in white chocolate. White chocolate. What did we get wrong, bro? Where we at? We good? We everything right, wrong? Where we at? White chocolate, your mic is off. Mic is still off.
Still off now?
Hey,
no, you good.
All right, here we go. Hey, listen, I heard Mo ask about the stats for the kid with the bat flip. I've been trying. I can't find anything. But I do know one thing. When you suspend a 12-year-old kid, and Frank, you've already seen this, so you're going to laugh already. But that tells me that Little League, soft. The decision makers are soft.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's baby poo, bro.
And it's getting worse, and it's across everything. You know what? If they make it to the World Series final or whatever it is, when they have it on TV, Mo, if he's in there, you'll see stats then, but I can't find them.
Yeah. I don't think the stats, I looked for it briefly too. I don't think the stats on this level are public yet. I don't think
In Little League, they don't put that.
I actually went to the Hayden Field, New Jersey Little League website, and there's no stats.
Yeah, I don't think they do that yet.
Haddonfield.
Haddonfield, Hayden Field, H Field, call it whatever you want.
Yeah, it's Haddonfield, bro. Trash.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
The hometown of North Carolina State great Chris Corchiani.
Always looking at something. All right, so I got 3 minutes. I'm gonna ask you all one quick question. I need one word answer, real fast. Howie Bell, who's on the hot seat?
What sport?
In the NFL, who's on the hot seat going into this year?
Jerry Jones.
Oh, Jay, who's in the hot seat going into the NFL?
I'm gonna say Raheem Morris for the Falcons.
Mo, who's on the hot seat right now? Mo.
You just got to talking about him. The coach down in Baltimore for the Ravens.
Harbaugh.
Not your coach.
Yeah, not his coach. Nah, not
he already fired.
I already went heavy Giants, so I had to go something. I was afraid to say, Dan, you can't go off the Giants even with who's on the hot seat.
I didn't say
I picked Harbaugh.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm just asking.
You know what, Mo? He already fired. It don't even matter what he do this year.
Yeah,
Get up out of that.
White chocolate. Who's on the hot seat to you going into this season? Who's on the hot seat?
Richardson for the Colts. If he's already not getting reps, he's on the hot seat. Yeah. He was on the hot seat last year for being soft, right here. Soft, begging out of the game guy.
Yeah. He wasn't. I think that the person who's probably most on the hot seat is definitely got to be Harbaugh for the coach for the Baltimore Ravens. I think he's probably on the biggest hot seat right now because, like I said, 5 seasons, they ain't get to the Super Bowl yet. I don't know who ain't going to be in it. And they have a Super Bowl winning ready team. You know what I mean? I think he's probably most so because a lot of experts for the last 4 or 5 years have been picking. If they ain't pick Kansas City, they pick Baltimore. You know what I mean? So,
but yeah. Baltimore, they don't make decisions like that though. I mean, they're a lot like Pittsburgh. You know, they don't just.
I know.
They don't just get rid of good coaches.
I know. But if I had to hit a backup, I'd probably pick the Buffalo Bills head coach too. You know what I mean?
McDermott, you might be right about him.
Yeah.
To me, it's neck and neck with those two guys. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, the time is up there right there. So we're getting ready to roll this thing out. Howie Bell, tell everybody out there how they can follow you, bro.
Oh man, on Instagram it's Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. We'll just put in Howie Bell. And then tomorrow we got Gerald Kelly and Esau McGraw. We're doing the boat ride on the Detroit Princess, man. If you're in the Detroit area, come hang out. Hosted by your good brother, Howie Bell.
There it is, Mo. Tell everybody how they can follow you, bro.
MOE_comic on Instagram, baby, all day long. Maurice Smith on Facebook.
Okay, Jay.
Hey, at JD Hayes over at Fan Base.
Yeah, and Jay, I got an interview with Isaac Hayes from Fan Base in 2 days. So
Oh, for real? Okay, let's go.
That's interesting. There's a lot of questions I want to ask him about Fan Base. White Chocolate.
Follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube.
So tomorrow, one of the big questions we're going to ask tomorrow, we asked today what was everybody's favorite QB wide receiver. Now tomorrow, we're going to ask who is your most hated wide receiver, tight end, quarterback, defensive end, and coach that you hate the most in the current NFL. It's going to definitely start a lot of conversations tomorrow. Training camp is underway. We going heavy football. Of course, there's some still basketball moves being made. There's still some stuff going on in the NBA. Listen, we're going to hit all the hot topics. The show's called Box Seats. We're on Monday through Friday every day from 5 to 6 p.m. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for